History is filled with tales that chill the spine and haunt the mind. And today, we're diving into the shadows of the past to uncover the top 7 creepy historical events that will keep you up at night. From bizarre rituals to unsettling occurrences, these events remind us that truth can often be stranger and scarier than fiction. So dim the lights, grab a blanket, and get ready to discover the unsettling truths that history has to offer. Number 7. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. This pivotal event, which took place on June 28, 1914, in Sarajevo, is often overshadowed by the catastrophic consequences it unleashed. World War I. The assassination of the heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne by Gavrilo Princip was not just a singular act of violence, it was a catalyst that ignited a global conflict. What makes this event particularly eerie is the sheer randomness of fate. The Archduke and his wife, Sophie, were initially unharmed by an earlier assassination attempt that day, only to later encounter their assassin by chance after taking a wrong turn. This twist of fate highlights the unpredictable nature of history and how a single moment can alter the course of nations. While it ranks at number 7, its significance cannot be understated. Unlike the more gruesome and chilling events that follow in our list, this assassination serves as a reminder of the fragility of peace and the domino effect of political tensions. The assassination not only marked the beginning of a devastating war, but also set the stage for the tumultuous changes in Europe that would follow, making it a haunting prelude to the horrors yet to come. Number 6. The Spanish flu pandemic. This catastrophic event, which swept across the globe from 1918 to 1919, infected about 1/3 of the world's population and claimed an estimated 50 million lives. Unlike typical influenza outbreaks, the Spanish flu was particularly deadly for young, healthy adults, a demographic usually less affected by such viruses. What sets the Spanish flu apart is its rapid spread and the sheer scale of its impact. Originating during the final stages of World War I, the pandemic exploited the movement of troops and the crowded conditions of wartime, allowing it to traverse continents with alarming speed. Hospitals overflowed, and cities were paralyzed as public health measures were hastily implemented, including quarantines and mask mandates, precursors to modern pandemic responses. Ranking at number 6, the Spanish flu serves as a chilling reminder of how quickly a virus can disrupt society. While it lacks the immediate violence of assassinations or wars, its insidious nature and the fear it instilled in communities resonate deeply. Compared to the higher-ranked events, which often involve direct human actions, the Spanish flu highlights the vulnerability of humanity to unseen threats, making it a haunting chapter in our history that continues to echo in today's world. Number 5. The Chernobyl Disaster. This catastrophic nuclear accident, which occurred on April 26, 1986, in Ukraine, remains one of the most infamous examples of human error and technological failure. The explosion at reactor number 4 released a staggering amount of radioactive material into the atmosphere, leading to widespread contamination and long-term health consequences for thousands. What makes the Chernobyl disaster particularly haunting is not just the immediate devastation, but the eerie silence that followed. The once thriving city of Pripyat was evacuated, leaving behind a ghost town frozen in time, with personal belongings and everyday items abandoned in haste. The haunting imagery of nature reclaiming this desolate landscape adds a layer of surrealism to the tragedy. Ranking at number 5, the Chernobyl disaster stands out for its profound implications on nuclear safety and environmental policy. Unlike the more direct human actions seen in higher-ranked events, Chernobyl serves as a stark reminder of the potential consequences of technological hubris. While it lacks the immediate violence of assassinations or wars, the long-lasting effects of radiation exposure and the psychological impact on survivors create a chilling narrative that continues to resonate today, making it a pivotal moment in history that we cannot ignore. Number 4. The Jonestown Massacre. This tragic event, which unfolded on November 18, 1978 in Guyana, is a chilling testament to the power of manipulation and the depths of human despair. Led by the charismatic yet sinister Jim Jones, over 900 members of the People's Temple cult lost their lives in a mass suicide orchestrated under the guise of revolutionary ideals and communal living. What sets the Jonestown Massacre apart is the sheer scale of the tragedy and the psychological manipulation that led to it. Jones created an isolated utopia, convincing his followers that they were part of a greater cause, only to ultimately lead them to their doom. The haunting images of the aftermath, with bodies strewn across the jungle floor, serve as a stark reminder of the dangers of blind faith and cult mentality. Ranking at number 4, the Jonestown Massacre stands out for its profound implications on mental health, societal control, and the vulnerability of individuals to charismatic leaders. Unlike the more impersonal disasters or wars that precede it, This event is deeply personal, showcasing the tragic consequences of misplaced trust. The chilling legacy of Jonestown continues to resonate, serving as a cautionary tale about the dark side of human nature and the lengths to which people can be led. Number 3. The Holocaust. This horrific chapter in human history, which unfolded during World War II from 1941 to 1945, saw the systematic extermination of 6 million Jews, along with millions of others deemed undesirable by the Nazi regime. The Holocaust stands as a chilling reminder of the depths of human cruelty and the consequences of unchecked hatred and bigotry. What makes the Holocaust particularly haunting is not only the staggering scale of the atrocities, but also the bureaucratic efficiency with which they were carried out. Concentration camps, gas chambers, and mass shootings became instruments of genocide, stripping away the humanity of both victims and perpetrators. The chilling testimonies of survivors and the remnants of concentration camps serve as stark reminders of the horrors endured. Ranking at number 3, the Holocaust is distinguished by its profound moral implications and the urgent need for remembrance and education. Unlike the more isolated events that precede it, the Holocaust represents a collective failure of humanity, showcasing the catastrophic results of intolerance and dehumanization. Its legacy continues to resonate today, urging us to confront the darkness within ourselves and to ensure that such atrocities are never repeated, making it an indelible part of our shared history. Number 2, the Salem witch trials. This dark episode in American history, which took place in 1692 in colonial Massachusetts, saw a wave of hysteria lead to the wrongful accusation, trial, and execution of 20 individuals, primarily women, accused of witchcraft. The trials epitomize the dangers of mass paranoia and the consequences of societal scapegoating. What makes the Salem witch trials particularly chilling is the atmosphere of fear and suspicion that enveloped the community. Fueled by superstition, religious fervor, and personal vendettas, the trials showcased how quickly reason can be abandoned in favor of mob mentality. The infamous court proceedings, characterized by spectral evidence and dubious testimonies, highlight the fragility of justice when fear reigns supreme. Ranking at number 2, the Salem witch trials stand out for their profound implications on justice, morality, and the human psyche. Unlike the more systematic and large-scale atrocities seen in the Holocaust, the trials reflect a localized yet intense eruption of fear and irrationality. They serve as a cautionary tale about the perils of extremism and the importance of due process. The legacy of Salem continues to resonate today, reminding us of the need for critical thinking and compassion in the face of fear, making it a haunting chapter in the narrative of human history. Number 1, the Black Death. This catastrophic pandemic, which swept through Europe from 1347 to 1351, is estimated to have claimed the lives of 25 to 30 million people, about 1/3 of the continent's population at the time. The Black Death, caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis, spread rapidly through trade routes and infested fleas, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. What makes the Black Death particularly haunting is not only its staggering death toll, but also the profound social, economic, and cultural upheaval it triggered. Entire towns were decimated, and the pervasive fear of contagion led to widespread isolation and paranoia. The grim imagery of mass graves and the haunting cries of the afflicted paint a vivid picture of the despair that gripped society. Ranking at number 1, the Black Death stands out for its unparalleled impact on human history. Unlike the more localized tragedies that precede it, this pandemic reshaped the very fabric of European society, leading to shifts in labor, religion, and social structures. The legacy of the Black Death serves as a stark reminder of humanity's vulnerability to disease and the fragility of life itself, making it an indelible and chilling chapter in our collective memory. Conclusion. In this journey through the shadows of history, we've uncovered the top 7 creepy historical events that will keep you up at night. From the chilling assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand at number 7 to the haunting legacy of the Black Death at number 1, each event serves as a stark reminder of humanity's darker moments. We explored the devastating Spanish flu pandemic at number 6, the eerie Chernobyl disaster at number 5, the tragic Jonestown Massacre at number 4, and the morally complex Salem witch trials at number 2. These events not only highlight the fragility of life, but also the consequences of fear, hatred, and human error. They urge us to reflect on our past and consider the lessons they impart. If you found these stories intriguing, we encourage you to delve deeper into each topic, as there are countless layers of history waiting to be uncovered. As we close this chapter, remember that history is not just a collection of dates and events. It is a mirror mirror reflecting our humanity. Let these stories inspire you to seek knowledge, foster understanding, and ensure that the mistakes of the past are never repeated. Stay curious and keep exploring the depths of our shared history.